KCDC fan, always showing love, man. Alright, yep. Yo, what's good everybody? It's your boy Eddie and welcome back to my channel. I hope you all are having a wonderful day, and I am extremely sorry for the delay of these previous videos. I have not dropped one since my last video, and it's because Union wanted to do a drop that they couldn't handle, and because of that it's been delayed for now, what has it been, like 3 weeks or something like that. So I am going to still get you guys the Rattan and Gray Fog review, which I will also be doing a giveaway for retail for the Gray Fog pair, so make sure that you guys still stay in tune for that. But anyways, I had a crazy weekend, but I was actually able to secure a very beautiful pair of sneakers, and actually it's very special in my heart because this is a skate shop that I have been supporting for a little while now, and they always show me love. So I'm talking about the KCDC Nike SB Dunk Highs. KCDC is actually a local skate shop in Brooklyn, which is where I'm originally from, and like I said before, I've been supporting them for the past couple of years, and I was actually blessed to actually win a couple of pairs from them. So I won the Street Hawker SB Dunks from them, which is a very limited pair, as well as the Familiar First Ave SB Dunk, which is a super beautiful pair, and I'll definitely be sure to link those sneakers in the bio down below because those were some great reviews. So again, thank you KCDC for the love, and I appreciate y'all so much. So just getting right into it, guys, we're not going to go too much over the box details. I think I've reviewed enough SB Dunks as it is, so we'll just go right into the sticker tag. I'll show it to y'all for a second. And the sticker actually reads as Nike SB Dunk High Pro Quick Strike, and the colorway shown is elemental pink and black. And of course, with SB Dunks, I definitely go a half size up, so this is a size 8.5, and the suggested retail is $110. Now let's just go into the sneakers right here, guys. So first we have our initial Weathermantic paper right here, and then we have the star of the show with this sneaker right here, man. For my people who love pink, I definitely think this will be a great shoe for you because as you guys can see, we have 2 different shades of pink, which makes the shoe pop, as well as some black accents. And it also has some other secret details that I'm gonna show you guys in a bit. But just to go over some details about KCDC, man, as I mentioned before, it is a local skate shop in Brooklyn, and it's been around for a very long time. And the store initially opened in 2001 under the ownership of Amy Gunther, which is a female. And that's also something that makes this skate shop really special, especially to me, is the fact that it is female led, and that's a really beautiful thing. And as you guys know, we live in a world where men mostly owns all these companies, so it's actually pretty dope to know that this skate shop is owned and ran by a female. That's such a beautiful thing. So KCDC is actually an acronym, and it stands for Kings County Degenerates Company or Community. Whichever C you want to use doesn't matter, because although KCDC is a company, it is also a huge community and has a big following within Brooklyn. So that is why the last C can be interchangeable either way, because it's just a great community store. And as I said before, they support their locals and show them a lot of love. So again, big shout out to KCDC. I'm a big supporter and a big fan. And if you guys didn't peep, I'm wearing a KCDC Nike SB collab right here. And this is one of my favorite shirts out of the collab. They also have a white one that I copped during the in-store release. So again, just a big supporter of the brand, and I just love this company. So now guys, when going on to the details of the shoe, as I mentioned earlier, you guys can see that it's a primarily pink upper. However, it has 2 different tones of pink. So it has that kind of bright but muted pink. And then we also have that lighter pastel pink. So now we're going on to the toe box of the shoe. As you guys can see right here, we have this kind of muted bright pink. It does look dark, but it's the fact that it's muted that makes it look dark, but it's more of that kind of bright pink color. Next, when we go into the mud guard of the shoe, you can actually see that it's this kind of suede. Like, it feels like suede, but it's not like that thick kind of suede that we've seen in other previous releases. So to me, it's kind of like a thin layer of suede versus the nubuck on the toe box. So that's what I'm gonna call it. Now we're going on to the top of the shoe. As you guys can see, we have this kind of muted pink on the tongue as well, in that kind of nubuck material. And then we also have these black laces, and they are not wax. I was about to say they were wax, but they're actually in this kind of like bright nylon, I want to say, but it gives off this wax kind of vibe. And then when we go onto the tongue tab, I think this is a really dope addition, is the fact that it says Nike SB. However, if you also look at the bottom of it, it says KCDC 2001, which again is in honor of their 20-year anniversary, which is really dope. And it was funny because me and my boy Mark, you guys have to know Mark, maybe not his face, but at this point I mentioned Mark in almost every video. We was talking about the fact that KCDC deserves to have a Nike SB collab, and literally like 3 months later they dropped the collab, which was crazy because we was just talking about this earlier this year. So again, shout out to the OG Mark, I appreciate you, bro. So anyways, getting back into the shoe now, when we look at the quarter panel area, see that we have more of that muted pink colorway, and then we have a leather strip of black leather on the Nike check. Then when we go into the back heel area now, you guys can see on this heel tab that it says KCDC, but if you actually look at the back of that heel tab, it says Brooklyn, New York, 2001, which is a really dope detail. Then when we go into the medial side of the shoe, you guys can see that the same thing pretty much follows suit, so there's nothing different there. Now, when going onto the midsole, we actually have an all black midsole with pink stitching to give it that pop. And then when we go onto the outsole, we have a translucent gum outsole. So the inside of the outsole is gum. However, when you look at the outside of it, you can see that there's a translucent layer covering that gum area. So which makes the shoe look different as well as gives it a pop. And then we also have this other detail here. I don't know if you guys are gonna be able to see it, but we actually have a leather lining for the ankle cushioning area. And there's a smiley face right there. I don't know if you guys are gonna be able to catch that, but it's a really cool detail. So it's a smiley face, and instead of having it 2 eyes, it has like 4 slashes. So it goes across the smiley face, and it actually looks like some tally marks, but you know how you have 4 tally marks, and if you do the 5th one, it has the slash. So think of that, but without the slash. So that's pretty much the explanation of that detail right there. And that pretty much concludes the left side of the shoe. And then when we actually look at the inside of the shoe, we have a pink insole with some KCDC branding. And that pretty much concludes this side of the shoe. And when we go on to the next one, the same thing pretty much follows suit. However, there is some added details, which is pretty dope in my opinion. So when we actually go right here, we have the same shoe. However, we have these 2 extra laces, man. And I think this is pretty dope because compared to every other SB collab that I copped, this is the most different looking one. So we have these rings holding the extra shoelaces, and we have a green pair of laces as well as a pink and black pair of laces. So what's also dope is the fact that on the laces we have some more KCDC branding. And then on this insole, we actually have a green insole with more of that KCDC branding. And other than that, guys, that's pretty much gonna conclude the review of the shoe. So let's get right into this on full look, all right? So that's pretty much going to conclude the review as well as the on full look, and I hope you guys really enjoyed this video as much as I did making it. I have to give a huge shout out to my grandmother because we actually found out pretty late that she won the raffle. So the day before they announced the raffle winners, I looked all over my emails and I didn't see anybody in my family who entered win the raffle, but I forgot to check my grandmother's email, so I had to go on a date with my girl. And literally I just checked last minute and I saw that my grandmother won. So I called her, I'm like, Grandma, yo, I gotta go get this sneaker raffle. And she got dressed for me, she got ready. And I zoomed over to Brooklyn to pick up my grandma. And then we zoomed over to Williamsburg, which wasn't too far from her, but we was able to do that. And I was able to get back to my girl and, you know, take her on that date. So really crazy experience. I just had to mention that last minute because I wanted to let y'all have a little bit more details on what was going on between getting these shoes. So again, it's another reason why I said it's a special shoe, because there was a lot that took place during copping it. And other than that, guys, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to share with your friends and your family. Be sure to smash that like button, guys. We are finally at 700 subscribers. We are so close to the goal, and I'm hoping before my birthday we can get to that 1,000 subscriber mark. So guys, keep doing what you're doing because it's helping the algorithm push more of my videos. That is expanding my audience, and I appreciate all of you guys, my current subscribers, my new subscribers to come, and my longtime subscribers. I remember all of you, and I appreciate all of you. So other than that, I'll catch you on the next video, y'all. Peace.